Trenuj w sprzęcie dla najlepszych. Wejdź na groundgame.com.
Norman Parke before EFM Show 2 in Bulgaria. Norman, how did you like yesterday's weighing ceremony?
First of all, nice to meet you again.
Nice to see you again.
FORTUNA.
Hello, nice to see you again.
You know, every weigh-in there's something dramatic every time I'm involved anyway. I don't know, I never did anything to, you know, he says I put the head on him, but we just came head to head and then boom, he hits me a dirty wee cheap shot. So you pay for that tonight.
Was it surprising for you that he behaved like this?
Yeah, I don't think he's really like that. Yep, he's very aggressive. Because I remember when I stepped off the scale, and I stepped off the scale just to come face to face, and he came very close. So I thought, right, I ain't backing down. Fuck this. And we went head to head. We never went nose to nose. It was more forehead. And he says that I tried to put the head on his nose, and I know we both got big noses, but fuck, I never tried to. I'll try and break his nose tonight with my fist, but and then dirty slap.
Yeah. Did anyone translated you what Maciek was telling during the weigh-ins?
No.
Or maybe you just understood some words?
A wee bit I could understand what he was saying, but it was too fast. So I think Hubert, you know, he just says that he said some things, but I think he said more than what he was telling me, but I didn't understand. Maybe you know.
I will tell you after the interview. Is it important for you to not like a man who are you going to fight with? Is it useful?
No,
do you like to do it?
I understand it's a big. People like drama, you know. I like to. I like to. Yeah, everybody does. I like drama too. Everyone like. If you hear like someone arguing on the street, you're going to be nosy, you know. It's like, oh, what's going on there, you know? Or two people over there, it's just, hello, how are you? Not really interested in that. You want to see what's going on over there, so people are interested in that. He took it a bit personal because he says that I tried to put the head on him, but I says, bro, this is the fight game. We're going to come head to head. I'm not going to come up and go, love you and hug you. You're my best friend. We're going to fight and then we'll shake hands after. No. Let's be real about it. We're going to face and we're going to try and punch each other's head in, and then after the fight, I'll give you the loser's drink. No problem.
Norman, what's the idea to fight in boxing?
I know there was a problem because I'd signed to EFM to fight against Kanchaev, MMA, 77 kilograms, and after the fight with Cassius, we were grappling a wee bit and I tweaked the inside of my knee or outside of my knee, and it was LCL, so there was a stretch in it. And for my fight, to fight him, I wanted to use a lot of wrestling because he's a knockout guy. He's got good grappling too, but I wanted to be really strong on the wrestling, and that's my style, you know, grinder style. So and then once that went out the window, I was like, fuck, shit, they're not going to be happy with this. And I says to Norbert, I says, look, I can't fight. And he's like, cool, motherfucker, what are you doing? And I says, don't worry. I says, look, ask Kanchaev, does he want to do boxing? Because he's a boxing champion. I says, right, I'll box him, no problem. 10-ounce gloves, we can box. And then he come back and says, I'll ask Kanchaev. Kanchaev says, no, he wants to fight MMA, right? So in this time, Norbert went and got Jeff Tusko. This was in the space of like maybe 30 minutes. Okay, I've got Jeff Tusko for you. But then Kanchaev phoned back and says, nah, I want to fight Parke in boxing. And Norbert says, fuck you had your chance, goodbye. Now we'll get you someone else to fight. So, but it's still a good fight because I know it's a Polish promotion and we were meant to fight in KSW and we were meant to fight on Fen, Jeff Tusko. And it's interesting. I know we're in Bulgaria, but it's a Polish promotion. We were meant to fight before, and he's got, you know, he's got a good record. He's 12-5 as professional. I think he would really be 13-4. The last fight he hurt his knee, but he was winning the fight. So I know he's getting older now. He's kind of coming into retirement. You know, he doesn't.
He thinks about his last fight in MMA, I think. So.
Oh, he wants to do one more fight?
Yeah, well, maybe not one more, but he is already talking about this last fight and that he wants to be big and in a very good promotion. So
Yeah.
he thinks about it.
Yeah, well, I'm here, tell him daddy's home. I'll beat him up in boxing first, he's a striker, Thai boxer. I'll beat him up in boxing, no problem. Punch him in that big head a few times. Hopefully his brain's intact. Come on, do you want to rematch MMA? So I can smash you on the ground. I'll fight him in MMA. He wants to fight MMA too, so if EFM want to do a show next, but maybe this time come to Belfast. We hear about they're coming. We hear that they want to come to Belfast, so let's see if they can keep the word up for that.
Norman, what about the gloves? Because still I don't know in which kind of gloves are you going to fight with, Maciek? Small gloves, big gloves?
No.
How many inches?
Whenever I was asked in an interview, okay, right, Norman, you're going to fight Jeff Tusko in cage box. So when what I thought of cage box, I never heard that the EFM cage boxers, they bring the little ring down and it's with small gloves.
Yes.
And they do, right? But
Yeah.
I just thought, right, cage box, like what I felt Cassia's cage boxing. I never, understood. And I says, I'm going to fight him, yep. And then they asked me in the question again in that last interview and said, oh, you were offered to fight Jeff Tusko in cage box, but you turned it down, you were scared. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, you were scared to fight in small gloves. I says, cage boxing for me is boxing with gloves. And I says, that's it. Oh, sorry, there's a misunderstanding. So that's where that came from. Okay. When they says to me, cage box, I'm going to fight 10-ounce gloves. Okay. And I hope they are proper 10-ounce gloves, not these gloves that they gave us when I fought that other idiot Cassius the last time, because when I put the 10-ounce gloves on, these things were like sponge from here, and I goes, they're not 10-ounce gloves, no harm. So someone pulled a wee sneaky trick there in that fight, so there'll be none of that again. And when you wear 10-ounce gloves, proper 10-ounce gloves, they're small, they're here,
Yes.
They're maybe like a wee bit bigger than an MMA glove, the padding, and it comes around here, but them things were like, I don't know, the way you get amateur MMA gloves where they're here, but they've got a big sponge at the front.
Yes.
Amateur ones,
Yes.
they were like that.
They were like that.
Too much padding on the front. I says, come on, fuck's sake. If this is like professional fight, boxing fight, we're going to fight in proper 10-ounce gloves, and that's what I wanted to fight in.
Okay.
And then they were talking about it again. I saw him chatting with Norbert about. They were laughing together. Jeff Tusko and Norbert were laughing. Yeah, cage. But I says, come here, big head. I says, if you want to fight in the MMA gloves, let's change the rules now. Give me the MMA gloves and I'll fight you tomorrow night with MMA gloves. No. Please, I need to keep my big head intact. No, I need to keep this brain. But.
Okay, lesson from me. Do you know that Denis Załęcki also wants to fight with you?
Who?
Denis Załęcki.
Who is this guy?
He told us yesterday during the interview that for him, you are some kind of a MMA, sports combat freak, and he wants to beat you.
That's right, yeah, right. I know he's a football hooligan, right? He's hooligan, 120 kilos, okay. And he wants to fight someone who's 80 kilos. So I think there's something wrong with his mind that he wants to fight me. But I get him, he's young, he's 24. He likes a wee bit of special supplements. And he likes the knockout. But I watched one of his fights. I don't know what fight it was. I looked him up, and I think he comes from a kickboxing background from the start. So I watched his fights when he was, this size. And then in 3 years he was this size. So, I got nothing against it. Whenever you get a bit of publicity, there's a target on your back. I get that, I know that, but I love it. But when I see him in the foyer, what's up? Shake the hands. And but he's a dangerous boy, like a very, very dangerous boy. Like, I'm not stupid. I've got my head screwed on. He's a dangerous knockout player. But I've got a good friend who likes to bang too, and he likes the bare knuckle fights, and he's a killer on the feet. So if he wants to fight my friend, but if he wants to fight me, we can fight in MMA, because I watched one of his MMA fights. He looked very good in it. I don't know which show it was. Maybe Vortor or something. He was 120 kilos, and this guy Southpaw was 100 kilos. And you saw what happened.
Yeah.
But if we fight under my rules, not his rules. And plus he needs to cut weight. Yeah. I'll fight him if he comes down to about 85 kilos. If he lose some size and we'll meet 85 kilos, we weigh in 85 kilos, I'll do that. But I'm not going to be weighing in heavier than that. 85 is enough for me to go. And he said, yeah, but you want to fight Parke open weight. I was like, yes, Parke is a big name. Almost 1 million followers on Instagram. Almost 1 million followers on Facebook. He's got a good story. And Parke has fought in England, Cage Rage. I remember watching it, he's fought in Cage Rage. I know he's a bit mad too, a bit crazy, but I mean, this is a good fight, a publicity fight. This is a very good publicity.
That's the difference.
That's the difference. I know he's young guy, hungry, coming up, but you can't get to just go, look, I want that motherfucker, I knock him out. You need to earn your way, you need to fight guys, fight guys, fight guys. Not just your rules. Step out your comfort zone. You know, I'm more a grappler. I'm boxing a few boxing matches, but the one I'm really looking forward to is the fight with Boris. This is a very interesting fight because I'm watching Boris. I'm watching his Instagram. I'm seeing him. He's tagging me and stuff, and he's bouncing about like the Mike Tyson. And he's looking good. You know, he's looking nice and technical. He's lighter, better stamina. So. It's a good fight, but he needs to know that it's not going to be the same guy that stepped in against Gamrot. I'm going to be pumping myself with IVs, 6 bags of IVs. We'll see whenever me and him fight. We'll see. I'll take every punch he has and I'll keep coming. He knows I'm going to still be there the whole time. I think Boris is a very good fighter, right? He's a very good fighter. I think he's actually... I heard that he's better than Gamrot when they train in the gym, you know, so he maybe thinks, oh, I'm better than Gamrot in the gym, maybe I can beat Norman in the fight, blah, blah, blah. But I think Gamrot's a better guy who, when it matters, you know, when the lights are on. And I know he trains with Gamrot all the time, they're together, and he's like, yeah, you'll beat Norman, no problem, I'll be here, but every fight's different, you know. 9 times out of 10 when I fight Gamrot, this fight is never like what you've seen. This fight's closer. But Gamrot's way on to bigger things, you know, he's on a good place.
Okay.
And I've got nothing bad to say about him, but the fight with Boris is interesting.
Norman, what about KSW? Does the doors to this promotion are closed for you already?
No, I think me and Martin chat quite regular, you know, he sends me some messages, what's up, my #1 fan, how are you, when are you going to come back to us? We need some more pay-per-view. You're doing a smart game, thank you. Next year, I says, I would like to fight for KSW again, but I think if I give myself about maybe 3 months and get myself to about 80 kilograms, maximum, walking about 80 kilograms and feeling good, I think I can fight at lightweight again.
Okay.
I think I can fight lightweight because I know Boris has moved to lightweight. He's ready to fight for the belt against Shukovsky. Yes. And there's a couple of good fights I'd like to fight Shukovsky, I'd like to fight Boris in MMA again, I would love that rematch. And because it was a good fight, and that's it, you know, that's it. I think maybe in the future, maybe at the moment they're, you know, just some ego things maybe get the better, but I think deep down I would like to, because it's where I started my career fighting in Poland and KSW, and I try to push the bullshit to the side and whatever's been done before, but I would like to move on and fight for them at some stage again. I think next year I would fight for KSW.
What are we going to see today's evening?
I don't know. I don't know what style he'll bring. Maybe your last guy I fought, he's just more... I know Cassius got boxing experience, but he didn't fight like he had all that experience. He just kind of winged and just threw too much. And they all hit the gloves, but I think Jevtusko's more technical, you know, and he's a lefty, a little bit more, takes his time. But if he wants to brawl, that's what I want. The fans like that there, but if he wants to do that, no problem. But if he wants to fight technical, I could do that too.
Great. Thank you for this interview. See you today's evening.
Cheers. Nastro.